Wow. Well, thank you for being on this highlight, Louise. And we're going to move into the conversation portion of
Okay.
our Grace on Fire, where we just have a spontaneous conversation back and forth. And why don't we just pick up where we were at? I like the fact of, let's go with the sustainability and the, creating this business that you have, Samba Latte, and you're creating this so that you're promoting coffee and business places that are fair trade and sustainable, so that people know when they're drinking your coffee, they're earth friendly, they're organic, they're sustainable. This is fair trade. They're, people on these farms are getting fair trade pay. Where, that's not always happening, and people can't go into any coffee shop and be guaranteed this. So you're actually looking out for not just your coffee shop, but you're looking out for the world and the farmers and
Right. No, yeah, we want to,
coffee.
all the producers that we have, they are very environment conscious. They want to protect the motherland. Okay. And I give an example. Last year, last November, I go every November. Unfortunately, this November, I won't be able to go because there is very limited flights to go to Brazil. And they're canceling the flight in the last minute. And I don't want to go and get stuck going to Brazil. But I'll give an example. One of the producers last year, they are going to do drone fertilizer with drones. Okay. Number one, because in 10 minutes, they can do 1 acre. And the machine takes 1 hour to do 1 acre. Know that the machine I can't remember how many liters right now, but a significant amount of fertilizer in an hour to do 1 acre, when the drone uses only 10 liters to do it, because it goes from the top, is more even has a little more, penetrates better on the trees than versus the machine when it goes sideways, is spraying to the side. And sometimes they go on the angle. But it really is amazing. That's one of those things. I have another producer, they start putting these sensors on the ground to monitor 1 mile, and know that tells them their water house, where they have the computer, if the tree or the area needs water, need fertilizer or pesticide. So that means that they're using less water, they use less fertilizer, and they use less pesticide. No talk about the fertilizer and the pesticide they use are 100% environment friendly. Doesn't hurt the environment. All the producers, they take 30 to 40% of the farm is a rainforest, because the rainforest create the ecosystem and the balance for the nature. So there is the insect, all the wildlife, they don't have to go to the coffee plantation to look for food, because they already have the food on the rainforest. So it is extremely important for that. Wow. They are using, I give an example that's going to be, I think, maybe in the future revolution, how the organic coffee, they're using fertilizer, which is a blend of bones of cows, chicken, pigs, and everything. And they blend with the fertilizer, which is being accepted now by the organic organization, because they put on the ground, and the bones has a very high level of nitrogen that really energize the tree to find nutrients that they never found before.
Wow. Yeah.
And so in several years, the farm become organic. Know that raise the quality of the coffee significant, because now the tree has natural ingredients to find on the ground, so makes it better and delicious coffee.
Absolutely. And then not getting the inorganic and the pesticides and the things that are causing a lot of health issues and health problems and
Right,
problems with the earth as well, the ground and the soil that gets depleted. And your companies and your farms have found ways to do this organically and to do it with balance of nature. And I think this is definitely the wave. This is what John's place and One World Humanity that I'm forwarding with John. We're trying to bring more awareness to all of these things, is that we need to really start to think about future generations. I think the future generations and the
right.
sustainability of the
Protect the
planet
environment.
as we move on. And what are we going to leave our children and our children's children? Do we want to leave unsustainable, you know, sources, or do we want to try to make it sustainable so that we leave a better world for each generation, a richer world for each generation? The soils are better, the products are more pure, the all the systems, the energy systems, we're not depleting the earth of things that are going to run out anyways. Why would we want to do that? Because we got to think about our future generations and the eternal survival of our species. It's
Right.
especially at our age, we need to start thinking about our species and the survival of it and what we're going to leave our children's children.
Right. For the future generations. Yeah, I love about the sustainability because it's really something really beautiful that it's a beautiful story we can tell people, and we can see especially when I go to the field, to the farms, and I see that happening, and I say, wow, that's amazing, because it really helps how to call the environment, the motherland, even how they are more planting the trees more on the curbs, on the hills, because helps for the erosion, retains the water. They put this grass, they plant this grass between, the retains the moisture, so they don't have to use the water, especially in the area have a great rainfall, and really maintains. So when you have a little drought, the coffee trees can survive a little longer without being so thirsty looking for the water, because the mother nature has underground reserve for them.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And I love that you're visiting the farms and creating, real human relationships rather than just, online on an email. But you're getting to know these people. You have relationships with the farmers and the workers, and that these are fair trade farms, which is really important too, because in the agriculture, there is a lot of labor slavery where, workers aren't getting paid nearly fair trade for that, particular part of the world. And that you're having this positive relationship with these farms that are, very much in integrity with fair trade and high quality and keeping everything in balance.
Yeah, one thing I can say, not because I am from Brazil, but because I go there every year and I network. And last year I attended this big convention for coffee. It was a big one in the country. It was really, really nice. And coming across so many people. And one thing, that in Brazil, I can almost guarantee that there is no exploitation of the labor on the coffee, even on the commodity side, because the coffee plantations are all mechanized, so it's all mechanical, so they didn't use hand pick. But even the hand pick coffee farms, they take a great care of the people. They give the house. They have a school for their kids to go during the time of the plantation. They have even a little church so they can go there, worship and pray. So they are a continuation. And now even the farms now, they have internet, they have the dish. The speed is not the best, but at least you can have they put a cellular antenna, so your cellular works. Not a great speed, but it's still you can communicate, and you're not you don't lose contact with outside world. It's still there. But one thing I can tell you, every time I go to the farm, I say, wow, this place is so beautiful. I wish I could live here.
Mm.
Because you really
Oh.
feel in contact with the nature, right in the middle of nowhere, on the top of the mountain, and you see all the greens with the birds singing all
Mm.
day long, and with a beautiful sunny day, and the rain comes, the wind. It is absolutely beautiful. It is really part that I love to see that.
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful, great experience to be able to be there in that beauty in Brazil. And I've been to Brazil. I've been to several different areas. Our Center for
Okay.
Awakening did some orphanages in Brazil. We brought, um, supported them with some things they wanted, fans and washer and dryer, toys and
Oh,
clothes, of
cool.
course, always notebooks. And I always liked some toys.
So much need.
There's a lot of need. There's a lot of need in everywhere, but I was in Rio de Janeiro for quite some time, and that was beautiful, beautiful experience. I swam in that ocean, a beautiful country with beautiful, beautiful people, and I would like to go back sometime. Probably not in the near future, but yes, but it is, and I think that that's a and I know you had said that your coffee beans, you have some from Central America, some from like all different areas in the world. It's not just Brazil, but you have some growers in
Yeah, we
different
try to feature
areas.
because I'm from Brazil. I try to focus our coffee. The Brazil we have the most variety farms
Sure.
and region. Plus, Brazil is the number one coffee producer in the world,
Okay.
and so we buy in. But we have coffee right now here from Colombia. I have from Honduras. I have from Ethiopia, from Congo. I mean, some countries, and we bring from Sumatra, Burundi, many other countries that we find a great coffee we bring because we always want to bring the best of the best and a quality coffee that
Okay.
you can drink and you're going to remember just like a wines.
Well, any coffee drinker listening to this, they're going to want to get themselves down to Samba Latte for sure in Las Vegas. You have 4 locations. Do you want to let us know your locations or your website? And
Yeah, our website is www.sambalate.com
okay,
and all the social media is at Sambalate as well. And we have 4 locations. One which I am right now, the Boca Park, which was the first store, which is the biggest store. We have one at Jones and 215, right off of the Beltway here, kind of close to the airport. We have one at downtown, which is open right now inside the Molasses Corporate Center. And we have another one at the Smith Center, which unfortunately has been closed because they have ceased all the shows for the time being, and we don't know when they're gonna reopen. Hopefully, maybe in March, April of next year, as the things
okay.
are normalizing. Because they cancel all the shows, they have to
Mm,
restart again and
hmm.
see who's going to be available to come to Vegas to perform, sell the tickets, create a time for perform. It is a very complex of that.
Sure. Yeah. That they're closed. You're closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I acknowledge you for opening 4 stores. I know that's not easy. That's not an easy thing. You started with the one and you continued to expand. That's amazing. I mean, having that dream, going through the courage of creating it and all the hard work. And then here you are, 4 stores in Las Vegas, the best coffee, the highest, the best of the
Thank you.
best, all from fair trade, sustainable organic farms. And, people, I think people like that. I think people like the fact that when they're buying and purchasing and promoting a product, because anytime you purchase a product, you're promoting that. And if you're not sure if that, is this coffee is from a sustainable farm or it's from a fair trade where they're, treating, I mean, there's so many places that, they have a whole family, $10 a week, and they're in a little hovel and you hear about it all the time. They're, in the fields all day and all night and they get barely any money and they're, and you've checked all this out, and you're promoting this, this high quality, all from beginning to end, the high quality. So when people come in and they have a coffee at Samba Latte, they have a latte at the Express or something at the espresso bar. I know you've got like a lavender latte, all kinds of special exotic. People have to get on your website and check out all the different exotic choices they have, plus the social aspect of being, with other people. Right now, I think it's really important that we have, people want to get out of the house and just have some sort of, there's another human being over there.
Yeah, it's coffee.
And you have concerts at night.
See people.
Don't you have nightly concerts, or is it weekly concerts?
We have music, live music. Right now, we have a guy performing. He has been performing every night. He just hasn't performed for a while. And he said, I want to perform every day because I need to get back in my game again. And so there's no shows. So he played for tips outside, and people really take a good care of him.
Nice.
And he likes. And we have other musicians that come in to perform here on the weekends. And it's part of the community and part of the local culture as well. Support the local. We have some kids that play here and a while back, and they are now on their own professional musician. When they went to high school, now they're a professional musician, which is great.
Supporting local. That's what we had at John's place. We had concerts and supported the local performers and musicians, so they would have a venue to share their gifts and talents, and then it brings people in, and then they go on, and that's how exciting is that they might have started their career at Samba Latte playing in the evenings, and now they're got their own shows and
their own gig and their own groove, and move on, and they're become their income now.
Yeah, and it's about, it's beautiful. It's evolutionary relationships with fair trade businesses that are trying to really do good for the world, the planet, everybody involved from beginning to end. And I think customers enjoy that too. When they come and they have some food or coffee from your shop, from your place, and they know that they're promoting, good business practices. They're promoting other people's jobs, good farms, all of that. When they know that, they feel better about drinking that coffee, because they know they're promoting. When anytime you purchase anything, you're promoting the purchase clothing. You're promoting all of that from beginning to end. Any store you walk into, you're promoting that store and their philosophy and all the places they're buying their products from. And it's really nice to start a business, and not only start it, but to start it as a movement for a better world. And that's what you're doing, Luiz Oliveira.
Yeah, we try to do it.
I got the name right that time, Oliveira.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.